my channel. This week I'm here with Lorena and I decided to do this dark black gray smoky eye with a lot of glitter on the inner corner to make it pop, and lip using the Ombre Lips by NYX, which is a new product. So I hope you enjoy. You can also apply a new lip and it's gonna be totally awesome as well. But I was inspired by Jefree Star to do this makeup, so that is why it's super rock starring out there. Hope you like the video. If you do, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you're not already. I'm gonna leave all my social media links down below. It's all David G Makeup, and hopefully I'll see you guys on my next video. Take care. I'm starting off by priming the eyes, and I'm using MAC's Painterly paint pot. And it has kind of a nude beige with a pink undertone base, and I'm just gonna apply this because we're gonna use cool tones today, so it is a great base for that. I'm also gonna set this using Charlote Tilbury's Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder, just so the shadows will move around better. I'm starting off using this NYX Ultimate Palette in Cool Neutrals, and I'm taking a matte cool shade and apply that under the bridge of the brow to highlight. I'm now gonna move on to a gray shade that's matte as well, and I'm applying that with Zoeva Deluxe Petite Crease Brush right on the crease, movements, circle of movements back and forth. I'm taking now this cool rose tone and I'm applying that as a transition color on the edge of the gray. So there's a gradient between the gray and the brow bone highlight. I'm now going to take this NYX palette in Haywire just to use the black shade, which is matte as well, and I'm going to start packing that color on the eyelid. This could be honestly a little bit more pigmented, but you can totally build it up and you get a nice finish. And the cool thing is that the shadows do really blend easy. So I'm just going to just pack it on the eyelid, and I'm just going to take the same brush we were using to apply the gray and just try to make it fade into each other, marry them, just so it looks like a great smoky eye. I'm now switching between brushes, the one that I used for the rosy pink, and just make sure it all ties together. Next step is going to be apply a black liner, pencil liner. This is by Avon Supershock in black on the lash line, just to create more drama by the lash line. That's why we're doing this. And I'm just now taking an angled brush to just diffuse the line and not make it harsh. We want this to be really smoky. I'm now taking this Prismatic eyeshadow by NYX as well. This is called Frostbite, and it is really beautiful. It has kind of like a silver pinky undertone to it. I'm just packing it on the tear dot as well. I'm now going to take this NYX Glitter Primer, just sticking it with my fingers so the glitter will adhere to it better. And I'm mixing two glitters by NYX as well. This is Crystal and Ice. I'm just packing that on the tear dot with a pencil brush by MAC. Pack. Upper and lower inner duct. And I'm just gonna take the gray back again, just to transition between the very shimmery shades and all the matte shades that we applied earlier. And I'm just gonna take now the gray shade, the one that we've been using the whole time. And I'm just gonna smoke the lower lashes to make her eyes look bigger. And a tiny bit of black just on the outer third of the eye, just to lift the eye and make it a little bit more darker there. I'm actually gonna go halfway. I'm now taking the same black pencil we were using and apply that on upper and lower rims. Curl the eyelashes. I'm using Shuemura eyelash curlers. And now I'm gonna apply my favorite mascara. This is Lancome Hypnose Eyes Waterproof. This will hold up the curl. It is very black, voluminous. It's just bomb. And I'm gonna take this Avon Supershock in Silver to make kind of an ombre effect on the waterline between the silver and the black. And now moving on to lashes, I'm taking House of Lashes Bodoir, which are these very dramatic lashes that I'm loving on her. It makes the eye huge. And I'm moving on to base. I'm taking Maybelline's Rip Velvet Foundation and I'm mixing 48 and number 10 to get the exact shade. And I'm just dotting it into the skin and then working it with the Beauty Blender. It has kind of a moussey texture to it. I really like it. I'm now going to take NYX HD Concealers and I'm going to create sort of a triangular shade under the eyes to leave the area as well as conceal, so like a 2-in-1. If you have a very dark under eye, this wouldn't work. but she has pretty decent under eyes, so I can get away with that. And I'm switching to a micro beauty blender once we start getting closer to the smokiness that we created before, just so I don't mess it up. And I really love the micro beauty blender. And I'm gonna set the under eyes using MAC Prep+Prime CC in Neutralize. This is a loose powder that's kind of yellow and not completely matte. And I'm just gonna apply a light layer of that. And now I'm moving on to brows. I'm taking NYX Eyebrow Gels in Brunette and Blonde, and I'm mixing the two. And with an angled brush, I'm just gonna create like feathery hair strokes, just to make it look more natural and believable. And I'm just gonna slightly elongate the eyebrow as well. And I'm gonna take this NYX gel as well, that's for the brows, in Blonde. It gives such a beautiful highlighty 3D effect to the brows, and it's really, really amazing. And now moving on to another NYX product. I swear I'm not getting paid by them. It is the Highlight and Contour Pro palette. I'm taking the cooler shade that they have on a contour brush by Real Techniques and just contour the perimeter of the face, so the forehead, the temples, and the cheekbones. And these are very pigmented powders, so make sure you top off the excess before going in the face, or it's going to be very dramatic. I'm not going to take this Strobe of Genius palette, which is a highlighter palette, but I wasn't in love with it. The texture is kind of rough, and it really accentuates every single fold that you have on your skin. So I'm blending that with a clean brush, and then I'm going to apply Nabla's Baby Glow, which is a highlight as well. It's kind of a warm tone, beautiful highlight. And I'm going to top it off using Nabla's Angel, which is a much lighter shade, using this beautiful Zoeva brush. It's a 134. And I'm going to apply that on top of the cheekbones, Cupid's bow, and a little bit on the nose as well. And then you'll see in a few seconds how amazing the effect looks. So I saved the day by stop using the NYX palette, sorry. I'm going to apply MAC's Standard Play Giga Black Lash on the lower lashes to give them really good definition. And now I'm going to move on to lips, which is almost the final step. I'm taking this NYX Ombre Lip Duo in Pink Bubbles and Caviar. I'm taking the darker shade, outlining the lips, and fill the corners slightly. And now I'm going to take the biggest one, which is the lightest color. And now just filling in the gaps, so the center of the lip, and just making sure they tie together and they blend. And now the final step, because now I know how everything looks like with the lipstick on, because you really have to take that into consideration. I'm taking NYX Ombre Blush in Sweet Spring, which really ties the look together. And that was the final step of the makeup. So I really hope you enjoyed this video, this inspired Jefree Star look. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you aren't already. I'm gonna leave all my social media links down below, as well as a list of every single product mentioned and used in this video. Thank you again guys so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys on my next video. Take care. Mwah.